Welcome to the Missing Half podcast, where we're discovering what's missing in manufacturing and B2B marketing. Today, I have Justin Bober from Faucet and Transmix Company. Justin, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
Excellent. So, Justin, maybe tell us a little bit about your education and your early career and what brought you here to Faucet and in your current role.
Sure. So I went to Ithaca College to study business administration, and then I got into the entrepreneurship field in there. And then I went to Cornell for a year to do blockchain and ledger management.
Oh, wow.
And then during that education, I really harnessed that entrepreneurship, innovation type of enthusiasm. So when I was looking at jobs, I saw Faucet. It was a perfect experience for me, an opportunity to allow my entrepreneur's side and my data-driven side to be able to flourish. I was able to develop new products for them, learn about the customer base, and also learn about like the different marketing initiatives that's going to drive our success.
Excellent. So even here we have right in front of us a new product, and I know, and not to spoiler alert, we're not going to talk about all the new products that are coming here at Faucet and Transmix, but I know of a number of new products you guys are developing and really trying to change the mixing technology space. So
Yes.
as you said, that really scratched that entrepreneurial itch. So maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of my favorite parts about working with Faucet is being able to engage with our clients and our customers to find like perfect solutions that are going to fit their needs. And that's what I love. I like problem solving and be able to see that final result and then seeing that result turn into success.
Excellent.
So like with this, people were looking for something that they can mix multi-stage of different products while having an ability to be able to quickly clean and do a turnaround. So this was a perfect product to market that and capture those type of leads.
Excellent. And you guys just, correct me if I'm wrong, but you just announced this and kind of revealed this at a recent trade show.
Yep.
And how was the feedback at the trade show?
It was very excellent. Yeah, everybody loved it. They thought the design was very seamless, very sturdy. They liked the idea of having to be able to mix 3 different pails at once. I was recommending to a lot of the facility managers setting up stages where one EPM is dedicated to a certain pigment and then have another one. So then you can mix up to 6 gallons at once.
Oh, wow.
With the same 2 units. And then going back and forth, it just gives a lot more capability to what you can mix instead of having to switch from one stand, mix, bring another one, mix, etc. So
Excellent.
people were very excited about that.
Excellent. So you're responsible for the marketing at Faucet and over Transmix, one of the main product lines. And you're responsible for that technical delivery. Mm-hmm. So maybe talk a little bit about some of the things you learned as you really started to develop more marketing materials, websites, videos, social media. You're really starting to engage that process. Mm-hmm. Maybe just talk through what you do there and some of the things you've learned in that marketing manager position.
Sure. So one thing I've definitely learned is that none of our products are just a cookie cutter product. One product can have solutions for all types, hundreds of types of batch making and chemicals, etc. So through the marketing side, it's really important to be able to hone into that specific technical aspect of a certain product to be able to fulfill what they're looking for, because one product might not mix as well as the other product on that same piece of equipment.
Sure.
So talking with your clients and understanding what they're exactly mixing and how much and what their end goal is a good way to find out exactly how you can market those technical aspects to that specific client. So if someone's more worried about, the horsepower or the motor itself and not so much the shell of the product, then the marketing content and the initiatives will be focused around that. Where some other people are more worried about the material, the durability, the longevity of the product, the innards, or even just what kind of blade will this fit. So,
but it sounds like you're really dialing into the problem and the solution for each individual target market, which is so important. In 2024, nobody cares about who you are or what you do as a company until they recognize that you can solve their problem.
Yes.
Or help them realize some new opportunity or take advantage of an opportunity. So it feels like you guys are really in your development cycles here at Faucet, looking at those client use cases and client problems, and then saying, okay, how do we solve for that?
Yes.
And then the marketing side of that, so there's R&D, but then we move into the marketing, and it's how do we communicate that to the target client and then others and scale that to new clients. So that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Excellent. We're always trying to discover what's missing or maybe some things you've realized or learned in the process. And one of the things I really like to talk to marketing managers about is that tactical part of marketing. When we talk to C-suite, it's about strategy. It's about the big picture. It's about setting goals and budgets and objectives. But whenever we get into the marketing managers suite, which is where we really spend most of our time with our team directly with the marketing managers, which is then executing those strategies and the tactics and delivering things on and under budget. When you look at project management as a piece of marketing, how do you see that making the process more efficient? And I think this is important to recognize because a lot of people in the marketing space think a lot of it's just art. And we can't get real detailed in to-dos and deliverables and milestones. Yeah. But project management is such a key portion of what we do. So how do you see that all playing together?
Yeah, it's so marketing is very broad. It comes from the pieces that you're using. So one of our marketing initiative is American made.
Sure.
And everything is outsourced in America. The other part is how it's built and shipping and then the pricing and everything. So it's not just, exactly like you said, it's not just a flyer or a piece of video that's like out and about and everyone can see it. It's how's that process tied to the customer relationship too? Are they seeking something that's just simple, Eric could get the job done, that's fine? Are you looking for something that's more of a tailored solution?
So Justin, Faucet is really on a growth trajectory. Faucet and the Transmix brands have been something that the owners have decided to really take to the next level and try and scale. And recently you've developed a catalog, you've launched a new website, and you're really working now on your go-to-market strategy. Maybe just walk us through that process, what you learned, and maybe some things you discovered along the way that maybe surprised you, shocked you, delighted you as you went through that process.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I've learned is always maintaining that client interaction, whether it's just posting on social media shout outs about something or wishing people a Merry Christmas, something like that that's very basic, versus something that's very specific to a new product launch or a new accessory being launched. So having the catalog is great for if you're walking in and you're touring a facility, you could just give them that catalog. They could see the information right away. Sure. Having that website allows, the sales managers or facility managers at home to be able to browse through our website. So that's been very nice. Our next initiative is try to get demos going so people can either come in to our office and see live tutorials or demos of how our products work and put them up onto a video and then use that as a campaign as well.
Excellent. Yeah, whenever we can demonstrate what we do and our unique value proposition, that's always going to help us attract more clients. And I think certainly with some of the innovation that you guys are developing here and the R&D you're putting into these products, one of the things is getting out to more people, right? And you're doing a lot of great grassroots work at trade shows and getting that good feedback. But then once that's kind of tested and tried and ready to be scaled, then obviously you have the digital channels and the marketing channels to move that forward and scale it more rapidly.
Right.
So that's great, and I think it's very exciting with some of the things you guys are working on here. Whenever you look at marketing and that function and that part of your job, what specifically do you see as opportunities here in the near future? Specifically, I mean, you guys are a manufacturer. And Faucet and Transmix are manufacturers. You're going directly to businesses with B2B products. What do you see as the biggest challenge or opportunity to help grow the business?
I think video display and showing the technical side of things behind video is a huge one. We can always send out pictures or catalogs and tell the specifications and the technical aspect, but until someone sees it in action, whether it's using their product or just water, That's a big one for me because clients can't understand this function or how it works by just reading it. But if they could see it, it's a lot more compelling.
Yeah. So even for instance, this ergonomic, so we've been aware of this mixer stand for a while, and then being here today and actually putting my hands on it and actually doing it. And I'm not going to do it right now because I'm sitting here and I don't want to knock anything over.
Sure.
But it was amazing to understand what that was and what it wasn't, and what it was before, the before and after. So I agree. I think product demonstration is going to be critical, especially when you're innovating. I know that when we did the video shoot in our studio back at our office with the mixers, both the Transmix and then some of the Faucet Labsters, seeing the vortex created by the the proprietary mixing technology, and then also I didn't really fully understand the Transmix until we actually were inserting it and installing it on the toads and seeing how quickly you could just rotate it, snap it into place, hook the air hose or whatever power source you were hooking onto it, and it was ready to go. So I think product demonstration is critical.
Yeah, and it gives a good opportunity to really like talk to the customer if they're looking, well, can they do this, or can I put this on, or can it hold a mount or hold this type of motor? So having that client engagement is really helpful for sure.
Excellent. Justin, whenever we look at you guys developing products, something like this ergonomic pail mixer, maybe just tell us a little bit about how your team worked to develop this.
Sure. So this was actually bought off one of our existing customers that we currently sell our products to. And we were looking to fill a gap for them. They were a large dispensing company, and they had this option that would fill our gaps in. So that being the 5-gallon pail mixer. So this EPM, the ergonomic pail mixer right here, can mix up to 3 different 5-gallon pails at once.
Okay.
So it can streamline production and everything like that. So people can buy an EPM dedicated to one batch and then have the option of switching out batches for just one product.
Great. That's an important thing that we talk about a lot in our business, is having those partnerships with vendors, suppliers, customers, and they can go a lot of different ways. And there's a lot of different opportunities, but having that good relationship is the key and the foundation to starting those conversations. Yeah, that's great that you guys have that type of relationship with the stakeholders that are involved with the business, that you can pursue something like this.
Yeah, and it opens doors for new innovation too, new customers potentially too.
Excellent. Justin, one of the things you guys have done here at Faucet and Transmix recently is go through a website redesign, building a catalog. And can you just maybe talk through some of the specifics of those process, specifically the website, and how that process went for you? And maybe, hey, even if there's some things we can do better or help to improve along the way, but what you were able to learn and your experience.
Yeah. Well, when I first started with Faucet, the website was very basic at best. There was no imagery or any way of looking at specifications or technical aspects of a specific product. So with 50 Marketing, we were able to communicate that, and they understood that very well. And we're able to design a website that was very user-friendly, very friendly on the technical and the manufacturing side of things, and also just friendly for our sales team to use too. So if someone's looking up a specific product, they can use our website to navigate for something that they're looking for specifically.
Excellent. And then now you've got kind of the 1-2 punch. You've got a great catalog that you can distribute to your clients in the physical form, but then also they can be online and use that tool as well wherever they are.
Yeah, the catalog's great if you're doing a tour of a facility and you're talking to a facility manager and they just need some physical that they can compare.
Sure.
And the website's great for technical surveying and looking for some very specific. But at the end of the day, we'd like to have both communicating with each other. So if someone has that physical catalog, they have the option to also go on the website using QR scans or having that just channel connect to each other.
Excellent. Yeah, moving Faucet into that B2B e-commerce space somewhere in the future will be an important step for you guys as more online specification by buyers happens. So I think you guys have the right strategic outlook for that and roadmap to move that forward.
Yeah, I agree.
So Justin, one of the questions we like to ask our clients is just, what is it like to work with 50 Marketing? The good, the bad, the ugly.
So when I first started working with 50 Marketing, immediately I noticed how organized you guys are and very goal driven to what we're looking for. The communication was very easy. You guys were very friendly, and whether it was dealing with something small like adding a text or changing this versus adding a whole new page, the communication was there. It was easy to see that the progress was happening for every meeting that we had.
No, that's great. So one of the things we really try and do is our client success team is usually made up of a client success manager as well as a project manager and then a copywriter. So those teams really work hard, one, to make sure we're keeping your project on time and under budget, and that we're giving you some risk assessment.
Yes.
So that we're communicating to you guys, hey, we're falling behind on this because we need this feedback, or we see this gap in the schedule, or this issue that we need to deal with to make sure that we're getting this done on time. So we work really hard on that. This year, we're adding another role to our client success team, where we're adding a traffic manager as well to continue to assist with that risk management, as well as improve our proofing process. So we had some challenges in our proofing and feedback process last year, and we've come up with about 5 new techniques that we've beta tested and really are seeing improvements on today. So we're looking forward to not only continuing on our successful relationship, but hopefully improving on it here in 2024.
Definitely, me too.
So
Very excited.
great. Well, Justin, thank you so much for talking about this, and we appreciate it. We look forward to continuing to earn your business and for a successful 2024.